S24 Ultra versus the Pixel 8 Pro. This is a interesting topic of conversation because regardless of how many videos I've made, regardless of the fact that the Pixel 8 Pro is a flagship level phone, a lot of people still think it's very, very inferior to the S24 Ultra. And I don't think that that's true at all. I think the Pixel 8 Pro stands alone very, very well. I think it's still the smartest smartphone out there. I think it still has the best and most built out AI. Of course, you can use the new AI, the Gemini AI that's replaced Google Bard on both of these phones. And it's kind of funny because Samsung came out with their phone like, all right, we've got AI now. But a lot of that AI is basically stuff that Google already created or is funneling over to them. And it's very interesting because it's really not showing that Samsung is able to build and draw on their own AI stuff on their own. They're having to rely almost solely on Google to provide this for them. So if that doesn't tell you a lot about this Pixel 8 Pro and what Google has done with AI and their foundation here, well, you're in for a rude awakening because it's not Samsung, it's Google. But both these phones are fantastic. They're really, really good phones. Best Pixel phone ever made. I've really enjoyed the Pixel 8 Pro. All-day battery life. I think the Google Tensor G3 is good. I think the photography on here is fantastic. I love the camera on here, the point and shoot capabilities, all those great things. But then you take a look at the S23 Ultra and you're like, okay, well, the phone's got titanium in it. It's got a flat screen. It's got a 6.8-inch display. It's got 2600 nits of brightness. It's got a 200 megapixel camera. It's got DeX. It's got wireless DeX. It's got an S Pen. It is $12.99. So I think a lot of this, when it comes down to strategy from what the Google Pixel team has put together, they raised the price to $9.99 on the Pixel 8 Pro, of course, and I was pissed off about that. Just like I was angry whenever they raised the price to $12.99 on the S24 Ultra. But the Pixel 8 Pro has basically been on sale for a long time for $7.99. So when you look at the Pixel 8 Pro and go $7.99 versus $12.99, then I think that really makes it for a great conversation piece because you're talking about a $500 difference. So when folks are like, well, would you buy the S23 Ultra, the Pixel 8 Pro? I think both of them are great buys. I would recommend both of them. If you don't want a Samsung phone, if you want what I think is the best camera that you can get, if you want the smartest smartphone with the AI, all-day battery, and the custom Google Tensor 3 chip, then yeah, the Pixel 8 Pro is a really, really good phone, and I think they've done a great job with it. I really, really do. Other than the thermometer. It's got the temperature sensor. You can take human temperatures now. It's semi-accurate, but it still, I think, needs some more fine-tuning. But a lot of people love to crap all over the Pixel 8 Pro, and it just doesn't deserve it in any way, shape, or form. And so many people are like, oh, it's a mid-tier phone. Not at all. It's a flagship phone. Or it's got a mid-tier processor. Look, the Google Tensor G3 is a customized processor, 9 cores, got the Google Tensor Core in it that's capable of handling all the AI tasks, and it works together with it. The GPU is solid in here, and it's built from the ground up to perform a function, which is to give you a great Android experience, flagship caliber, basically a 3 gigahertz processor, 12 gigabytes of RAM. It's got all the things that you need for a successful phone and a great phone experience, and it's supported for 7 years, which of course Samsung had to try and steal their thunder, and now Samsung offers 7 years of support for their phones. But when you use it on a day-to-day basis, you're really not missing out on much. I mean, basically you're not at all. And a lot of folks are like, oh, you should compare this with the S24 Plus. The S24 Plus is not the flagship. The S24 Ultra is the flagship, and the Pixel 8 Pro is the flagship. So the top of the line, the best of the best that each company makes, they should go up against each other. Whether you like that or not, that's how it works. Now, you can, of course, measure it against the S24 Plus. That makes a lot of sense, but that's not the identical match across the other side of the aisle. The S24 Ultra is. So S24 Ultra and Pixel 8 Pro, a lot of folks have a hard time deciding between these, and it's a difficult decision because the S24 Ultra is fully loaded. It's got like everything you could possibly want, the best of everything that Samsung has to offer. And then, of course, you get the S Pen and you get DeX. There's nothing like that in the Pixel world. There's no S Pen, there's no DeX, there's no wireless DeX, and a lot of people really like that. So if you like that, it's kind of hard to break away from a Samsung phone and go to a Google phone, even though it's basically $500 cheaper. But in addition to that, it's like two different schools of operational thought because you have One UI over here, which is like the super Samsung skinned version of the phone. They have everything done the way that they would like you to experience the phone. And then you have stock Android over here with the Google Pixel 8 Pro, which a lot of people like. And with Material You and all the changes they made with Android 13, Android 14, it really does feel a lot more special than it used to. I used to hate vanilla Android. I used to hate the stock Android experience. It just felt so bland and boring. So they've made a lot of strides in that area, a lot of things you can do with the phone. So if you're going to go pick one of these phones up, and you're like, all right, which one should I get? It really kind of depends on what you're looking for. If you want the best in photography, I think that you get that with the Pixel 8 Pro. But there are certain areas where the S24 Ultra does excel as well. And of course, the shutter speed is faster on the Google Pixel, even though they've made changes and updates with the S24 Ultra. I think video is better on the S24 Ultra. And then, of course, the S Pen working as a remote shutter. There is a lot of different leverage that you can go with it. I think that the S24 Ultra is perfect for content creation on a phone across the board when it comes to Android. Whereas I think maybe that, I mean, we've made improvements. The video has gotten better with the Pixel, but I think that the Samsung phone is still better. But overall, just point and shoot photography, and I think that the Pixel 8 Pro still is a leg up over the S24 Ultra. But day-to-day performance, I don't notice any difference. Neither one of them get hot. They both have good signal. They both have great typing experiences. They both have beautiful screens, and they've got all-day battery. So every key metric for a flagship phone, I think that they compare and they match up really, really well. It's just the extras. And those extras are kind of Samsung specific. You can't go get a Motorola Edge 2024 or 2023 and expect to be able to use an S Pen. You can't go get a Motorola flip phone, expect to use an S Pen. You can't go get an iPhone and expect to use an S Pen. That's just something that Samsung has hammered down on ever since the original Note, and they still bring to the table. So if you want that multitasking experience, if you want to have the S Pen in your pocket, or proverbially, I mean, it's inside the phone, but inside your pocket, inside the phone, if that's what you want, and you want that extra next level of multitasking, if you really care about the 200 megapixel camera, which I don't think is that big of a deal, want the 100 times space zoom, and then DeX, which is kind of untouchable in the Google Pixel world, they just don't have anything. Nobody really has anything that's quite on that level. And Motorola is trying to catch up in their own way. But overall, I think it's just a really big thing whenever we talk about the Pixel phone, because for the longest time, especially the last 2 years, everyone's like, oh, Pixel 7 Pro sucks compared to the S23 Ultra. The Pixel 6 Pro sucks compared to the S22 Ultra. Everybody's always looking at benchmarks. Everybody's always looking at the Tensor and calling it an Exynos chip, which is not. It's just, there's all these things that people put as negative check marks against the Pixel phones when they just don't hold up. They're not true. And then when you use the phone, especially the Pixel 8 Pro, you can see like the magic that's built into it. It's been such a good phone, and I really, really enjoy this bay blue color. Like, it is a solid looking color. It's probably still one of my top 3 favorite colors in the last couple of years. It was my favorite color phone from 2023. Now in 2024, they've done a good job with it. So yeah, it's good. And I think if you want to get one of these phones, it's whichever one you want. If you think that the S24, like, I get so many people in the comments. I'll make a video about the Pixel 8 Pro or the S24 Ultra, and somebody in each video is always like, hey, I went with the Pixel this time, absolutely love it. I've been a Samsung customer for 10 years, and I finally moved over to the Pixel. I love the Pixel 8 Pro. And then you have people who are like, oh, I've been a Pixel 8 or a Pixel user for so long, I finally moved over to Samsung, and I love the S24 Ultra. So a lot of it really boils down to subjectivity, boils down to individual preference. And then I think when you look at it for multitasking, clearly the S24 Ultra, better at multitasking, virtual desktop mode, S Pen, and that stuff really does mean a lot. And of course, they both have 7 years of updates now. So, I mean, shoot, 7 years of operating system updates, 7 years of security patches. Both of these phones are set up for a long, long time for success. So, boiling all that down, if it was $12.99, I think there would be a lot more people complaining about the Pixel 8 Pro. But when you can basically get it for $7.99, it really helps make it a much more competitive phone. And I think Google realizes that. They know they can't sell this phone for $12.99. And Samsung has decided they wanted to bump theirs up to $12.99. So looking at that stuff, taking a look at the price tags, yeah, $500 makes a real big difference. You could almost buy a Pixel 8 Pro and you could almost buy a OnePlus 12 for near the same price as what an S24 Ultra costs. So just place that into perspective. But I think both of them are excellent phones. I love both of them for different reasons, but what's mostly important is you can use both of them as top-of-the-line flagship phones and still have a really great experience, and the Pixel 8 Pro holds up really, really well. So that's all I got in this video. Wrapping this one up, I just want to talk about both of these phones, talk about the Pixel 8 Pro, and That's it. So let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, which one you prefer, which one you went with this year, and what your experience has been with it, and we'll talk about that there. But that's all I got. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.